Oh my god, welcome back to another edition of RSG Lunch Stream, where we basically hang out with you great folks for the next hour and entertain you as best we can. It's a Weird News Monday. We've got roster reviews. We were going to answer your questions as best we can. But yeah, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Happy, Father's Day to all the fathers. We didn't get a chance actually on Sunday to actually say it, but I hope everybody had a good Father's Day. So awesome. Beginning of the work week. I know it's Monday. I know you're sitting there going, oh my god, it's Monday. But you'll get through it just like you get through every other day. And now you've got something to listen to make your day a little bit happier and brighter and full of energy and all that other garbage. All right, let's introduce the panel. We've got Dr. Finn Medicine Woman.
Howdy.
We've got Sanely Red. And what are you calling yourself now? What's your nickname?
The nickname is, you can either go Sanely Red the Soulless One or the Soulless One Sanely Red. Do you get the reference?
Yes, I do, Ginger. All right.
Well, it's also General Grievous's ship.
Any connotation you want to throw toward it, it's up to you, buddy. So Sanely the Soulless One. I don't know. That sounds like we're allowing demonic forces into the stream. I don't know. We'll see how it plays.
We do have a Stoner Jedi to fight him on.
Well, we do have a Stoner Jedi, and speaking of Stoner Jedi, he's here. Mr. Xylo.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Father's Day, too, and I had my first Father's Day yesterday, too, so thanks for that.
That's right. Also, a father from across the pond, the one and only Mike Hunt.
Yep, ribbed for your pleasure.
Right. Didn't need to know that. It's Monday, Mike. It's too early. And I think that's it. We don't have any Grimm or Grandes or Lokis or orangutans or breakfast cereals. We don't have none of that today. Just us. Just a little comfy, cozy time to spend with you folks. If you have questions, go ahead and get those in. Sanely the Soulless will scoop them up. I just feel wrong saying that.
What?
Something about my phone. Someone tried to call me and it says and it went crazy because it's like a scam. Like I'm pretty sure I can figure out that it's a scam. You don't need you to send me 25,000 messages about it. Good God in heaven. The technology is getting a little cray-cray these days. All right, so if you have questions, Sanely will get those scooped up and we'll try to get to many of those as we can. But we got 2 Ross reviews and Weird News Monday. But everybody, welcome in chat. Hope you're having a great day. Let's see here. Phone's being great. 1 second.
Cookies and cream that works for you?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
I want cookies and cream.
You know?
I don't know how
that was random.
Though.
It just popped and I was like, okay, commercial, what the piss? All right.
How the hell would cookies and cream work for you?
I don't know. You make it work because that's your bag, Finn.
I just eat them. They don't work for me.
Cookies and cream?
They're quite bad, actually. They do the opposite. They actually make it so I have to work more. They don't work for me. So I don't know how
Twinkies do. Shut up, Finn.
Well, Twinkies are delicious.
But they have the same kind of properties. They both.
I never said that Twinkies help me.
Okay, Finn.
I never claimed that there was any benefits to
You
Twinkies
have always claimed that. You're such a filthy lying mongolo whore. I hate you. All right, enough out of you, Finn. All right, so we're going to do 2 Ross reviews. What else? If you would like to, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribing. I mean, if you're watching us, and you're always watching us, then you need to subscribe. We're working on stuff for the charity stuff. Any updates we need to put out for that, Finn?
Keep an eye out. We're going to have some big updates coming in the next day or 2.
Okay.
With regards to how we're doing the stream for the charity stream. So just kind of be ready for that. We may even put out a special video to let you guys know about those changes before Wednesday, depending on when some information comes out. So make sure that you are subscribed and you hit that bell so you'll get that notification.
Awesome. And then and if you'd like to donate, you can for the we've already got the event up for the 24th. And we've already got the thing set up, so we're getting all that worked out. If you'd like to donate to our channel, you can. You can do the super chat function at the bottom. You yada yada yada. Same stuff I always spiel about. But you are more than welcome to support us. Help us keep putting out the great content. All right. Roster reviews. Let's look here. Dr. Finn, who are we looking at today?
So the first one, and actually both of today's are Grande ones. So
Grande
the first
ones.
yeah, they're Grande ones. So we have BHG.
This really bothers me that we're having it, and he's not even here.
Yeah, I know. So we have, first one is BHG Ernie, whose name in YouTube is Bjorn Rodiger.
He's in my guild.
Yeah, he's in BHG.
Yeah. No, he's actually in AAA Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Woo!
And so he is looking for our opinion on who he should Zeta next. Other than that, he wants to know if he's on the right track regarding his raids, territory wars, arena, all that kind of stuff.
Arena looks fine. Not a problem whatsoever.
Farm the last few characters out of Cantina that he doesn't have, like Kid Fisto, or should he keep farming mods? And so he says he also doesn't care a lot about ships. He's getting top 50 every day. So, Mike, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about your guildmate not caring about ships and only getting top 50 instead of getting into the top 20 where you can get more crystals for your guild?
Don't ask me about ships. I don't have many good words to say about ships. I'm more than unhappy with what the game devs decided to do to everyone that had an extensive roster, everyone that invested into certain ships, to just say, you know what? They were really good. Let's change that. Yeah. Hashtag salty. Top 50. That's not too bad. In this day and age, I mean, let's face it. I don't quite know what we need in ships, because RNG just doesn't like me at the moment. So I don't mind. But what I can suggest is don't Z Illumi. There you go. That's science.
I have no problem with this roster whatsoever. I'm not seeing anything that stands out to me. I'm about to go by factions. So let's filter by factions. But someone wants to look at his Zetas and give us an idea of anyone that they don't see. I don't need a list of like all the Zetas that he has. But someone can look and see what he doesn't have.
I'll do that. I might call out all the good ones he's got. How about that?
No, I didn't hit Assange. I hit filters to filter his damn teams. Goddamn Star Wars Galaxy here, ZG. You're really pissing me off lately.
How's Hermit Yoda and Wampa?
But they're both done. I mean, Hermit Yoda's the only one.
Is this right? He has 18 Zetas? That can't be right. He's listed as having 18 Zetas. So, do you really have 18 Zetas, or are you just holding a bunch of Zetas right now?
I bet he's hoarding.
If he's hoarding, that's fine, because it doesn't make sense that he has 18 with his roster.
Well, I can tell you one team he does need to work on is First Order. Not stars, just gear. There's a couple Zetas right there you can go for. You got Kyle Ren on Mass and First Order Stormtrooper in the crew.
There's a lot of Zetas he could go for.
Yeah. I mean, First Order, there's a team. Let's look at Night Sisters.
He's only got Plague Bearer for Night Sisters.
He only has Plague Bearer. So double on Massage.
Yep, there's some more you can work on. I mean, they're both 12. That's good. Well, Acolyte's 12. Sasha's 11. Doc's 11. Probably working on Zombie. 6-star, yeah. So, finish those two to 12. But, there's Asajj Ventress, her double Zetas, her lead, and her unique are very, very much what you need. That's what I read for my Night Sisters. It's disgusting.
So he said he holds two Zetas right now.
I can confirm 18 is the number of Zetas that he has deployed. Would you like to hear all 18? I know Ranger would.
No.
No? You surprised me there.
Why are you surprised when I said in the beginning I didn't want that to happen?
10 made the milking, 9 golden hens.
Oh, Christ. Oh, hey, everybody, look, it's the big deal. The French tickler himself, the beardless one, the Wi-Fi government stiller, the chicken chaser, Grande Patron.
It's a big deal.
How about,
the police are coming for him because he's such a big deal.
how about now?
How about now? Just do some Ross reviews and stuff there, Grande Pappy Patron. Troopers need some work on gear. I mean, a lot of it's just gear. It's gear and Zetas, really. Stars are farmed on all these characters. It's just, pick one and go for it. So you can do First Order, you can do Night Sisters, you can do Troopers. I mean, honestly, it's just finishing up their gear levels. I mean, really, and putting Zetas on the team. So if you're gonna go First Order, get them all to Gear 11, do the Zetas. Same thing with Night Sisters are there. They just need the Zetas.
And let me tell you about Gear 11. Let me just tell you about Gear 11.
Why don't you tell us about Gear 11, Grande?
So, you can make a sleeper build, and I love sleeper builds. I mean, I love it. Sleeper builds are like Gray Man, right? If anybody's familiar with Gray Man philosophy. So it basically is a way to like be awesome, but like to disappear into the crowd. So I only have one of my Night Sisters at Gear 12. I know it's sacrilege, but I only have one at Gear 12. I have like a Gear 8 or a Gear 9 zombie, and we went up against one of the top 5 guilds in the world, and my Night Sister team with one Gear 12 character and only 2 Zetas on Asajj, 1 Zeta on Mother Towson went 13 rounds before it got defeated against the top 10 guild, probably a top 5 guild. So you can make a sleeper build with Gear 11s in TW. You don't have to be a completionist and go to Gear 12. Gear 11, throw a couple of the easy pieces on there and be done with it, and leave that like mega hard piece for later. And you would be so freaking surprised at how much you can do. Because here's what will happen is somebody will say, "Oh well, I'll save that team, and somebody else can do it. Somebody else can take down an easy one. I'll take down a hard one." And then what happens is they go in there with some weak sauce stuff, thinking they can beat you, and all of a sudden your team comes to life. And they're like, "Oh no!" They have a pucker factor when they go in there, and they have to force quit. So Gear 11 is just fine. You can get a lot done with Gear 11.
A what factor, Grande?
Called the pucker factor.
You know what that is, Finn. Don't even play.
It's with a P, a puh.
Yes, Finn. A P as in papa.
Making sure everyone knows it's a P. Pucker.
Everyone heard him, Finn. Only you brought that up because you're retarded.
I thought he was infringing on Sweary's trademark.
Oh, well.
Pucker factor. That's with a P.
I think if we get you to say that 4 times fast, at least 3 of those will be a slightly different word.
Agreed.
Well, Grande Patron doesn't cuss. Not very often, unless I'm mad.
Or drink or get married, yeah? Or have children.
I don't remember. I'll tell you, if I get mad or if somebody gets hurt, I cuss. Those 2 things seem to really bother me. If somebody gets hurt real bad, I start cussing. But other than people getting hurt or me being really angry, I don't normally cuss. It's just not my. Because normally I can find good enough adjectives and descriptors.
Or when he turns his lightsaber on.
Oh yeah, because I have a Loki lightsaber. It does drop the F-bombs a couple times. Too many. Anyway, back to the roster review. I'm sorry, we got sidetracked on Gear 11.
I have a report. Trisha Tawanaka.
I'm standing
Takanawa.
That's it. I'm following Grande's example. So we've got to do her roster review at some point because I say it wrong every time, but she's still yet to pop up and say, "Ah."
I had a question real quick. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say First Order. He doesn't have any First Order Zetas, so no crew, no Fost. Those and a Sarge, which we'd already identified. Those are probably the only ones that stand out by their omission.
Man,
Yeah, I
I'd
was
go
about to
first,
say.
I'd go first order first, man. It helps you with ships so much, man.
I'm with Sanely. I don't like the fact that Asajj isn't Zeta.
He's
that
more
and
closer
if he
done to
does that-
Night Sisters than.
Well, then let's knock out Night Sisters and go over to First Order.
Yeah,
You could also do Hermit Yoda.
Ooh,
Right.
Hermit Yoda's Zeta
Oh.
for the raid. That's a great one too. The one
Yes.
that gives you the more protection and stuff. Yeah, I would
Yes.
agree with that. I gotta tell you, that Zeta's clutch sometimes. We were running a heroic Sith, and I love that Zeta.
It is a good Zeta.
What else?
Who isn't there?
Are we ready for mods or ships?
Oh, he didn't care about
I mean,
ships. But how are we looking on
I've got-
mods?
He's got Treya, her unique Zeta.
That's
Yeah.
good.
He has all of the Triumvirate unique Zeta.
I mean, really
You know
looking at
what?
this roster, it's minor tweaks, really. You know, I'm not seeing anything. You know, pick a team. I don't care which one you want to pick. Finish it, then go on to the next one because you've got the main things that you need done. You know, now mods. How is he looking on mods? Is really the last thing, but I mean, he's getting top 5 in arena consistently.
If somebody wants to jump into mods and search for speed for speed secondaries, and then maybe
Yep.
also search for crit damage triangles. Those are probably the two that, that and speed arrows. Speed arrows, crit damage triangles, and then speed secondaries are probably the ones that.
So one
come to
of
my mind.
4 of speed mod sets with speed as a secondary.
Jesus, that's good.
End of page 1, we're down to 9 speed, but you know that's
So we
great.
do need to. It's good. We probably need to work on speed a little bit. I mean, we need to work on mods a little bit. What about how are we doing on? Speed
No.
arrows?
That's just speed set, Grande.
That's
Oh,
just
that's
that's
speed
just
set. Oh.
speed. Now I'm going to take the speed set.
Yeah, he has
off.
plus 11 on the end of his first page on just general speed
Oh, he's
secondary.
good.
That's
Oh,
not
they're-
bad. That's
They're
not bad,
nice.
really. That's
That
not bad at all. Yeah.
21 secondary
good.
speed on a speed mod. Oh, I want
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, he has it on his Rex, which makes me think that he's good enough in arena that he's not worried about getting like super mods on his characters, which I'm fine. He's getting to top rank in arena, so it looks like he's maybe modding for Territory Wars and Sith Raid a little bit more. They're all on very viable characters, so his mods at the top in terms of speed secondary: Rex, Han, Nihilus is on his arena team, Palp is on his arena team, which is fine. Wampa, Visa Smar, Scion, Treya, Thrawn. I mean, these are all solid characters. So he doesn't really have them. They look a little bit scattered. I would be more worried if he wasn't in the top of arena, but it looks like his team is modded for what he needs with arena because he switches some teams every now and then with the Rex lead. So I have no issue with where his mods are. He has them kind of scattered with a purpose.
Hey, have any of you guys seen the new spreadsheet/website that'll do mod recommendations for you? I kind of wanted to give a little shout out.
Sure, go for it.
Let me open it up. There's a new I've kind of played around with it a little bit. There's a new Discord called Mods Optimizer, and kind of the way it works is you go to a website, and the website you go to is the Mod Optimizer website. It's done by a guy named Grand Ivory. Gotta like that first name since he and I have the same first name. I'm pretty excited about that. But you go to mods-optimizer.swgoh.grandivory.com, and you make a copy of a Google spreadsheet for yourself, and then you make it where it pulls all the mods from SWGOH, and then you drop them into you drop yours in there, and then you go back to his site and you tell him which characters you want to optimize for. I'm pretty okay with it. The only downside is they pretty much do not optimize Palpatine at all for speed. They're basically optimizing him for potency, saying he'll get faster the more shocks he has on, which I sort of agree with on offense, but doesn't really work so well on defense. But it was even able to squeeze 2 or 3 speed out per character for me on my arena team. So I would, if anybody's interested in that, and being on that website, you cannot do it on mobile. You got to be on a computer to make it work right. I couldn't get it to where everything would work the way it's supposed to on mobile, but it does work on a computer pretty well. And it's pretty interesting how it goes through and pulls mods and tries to help you optimize teams. And then once you've optimized the character, you can put them in the don't mess with, and you don't have to resync.gg every time. You can just say, I moved these mods already. Look again for these other characters. So it's pretty cool.
All right. I think that's everything for this guy's roster review. It was pretty damn good. It was pretty damn good roster, I gotta say. Little tweaks. I again pick a team, start finishing them off. But whether it's Troopers, First Order, Night Sisters, down the line, that's what I would recommend. You've got the top heavy stuff that you need. Now it's just a matter of tweaking it to where you can be, adding more value to what you're trying to do. So, and if you have questions, you know where to find us, brother. We're always available in Discord.
And he's in a great guild.
I don't know about all that, but I mean,
He's in a guild. I know that.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah, right. A guild in a community.
A guild.
Yeah, AAA.
AAA All Stars is awesome.
Yeah, good guild.
It's they had to change their name, right? It used to be AAA Porn Stars.
I know they can't do it.
And Grande keeps on distracting us.
Right.
Let's go to our next roster review.
All right, next one is in.
And Grande is here, so perfect.
It's in Qualiby, and notice how I said his name right. That's because Grande said it wrong, and thus we stand before you, broken and bitter men. Again.
Grande, I put it in the Skype chat. This is your mess up. You have to give him a mod review. Yeah. That's what he wants. Give him a mod review.
Keep going, guys. Just give me just a minute. Sorry.
Okay, so
Grande. Okay, so let's go to his mods and look at speed secondaries and where his speed secondaries are. Okay, so he has his Enfys Nest modded for his fastest character, which I think is perfect. Yeah. The team that he's running in Arena is Traya lead with Nihilus, Scion, Enfys Nest, and Thrawn. And so your general goal with that team is to get Enfys Nest to go first and put days up on everyone. Some fast mods on Enfys. I can see that he has a plus 22 circle on Enfys. I see that he has a plus 18 on Enfys, both for the cross and the square. But I'm not seeing where her other mods are. She has like a plus 15 later on. So she may be optimized, but I'm going to run her numbers if somebody else wants to keep looking at her mod. And let me see if Enfys is as fast as she possibly can be with his mods.
I'm just saying this roster.
For Triangle, she's got plus 15.
What a sick-ass roster.
Okay, I'm back now.
All right, Grande. The floor is yours.
In Quillaby, right? And you were looking at seeing if we had it as fast as possible.
It's a mod review. This is your baby. And what's the guy's name, Grande?
In Quillaby.
I'll take it.
Did I say that wrong?
You can go Quillaby, or it's what I'm looking at in Qualiby. But that's fine. You do this mod review, Grande Patron.
It looks like, what are all the mods they have sitting on Nest right now? Is that who you're trying to make the fastest?
Well, that's his PvP team, yeah.
Yeah, for arena.
Yeah.
Looking close. That is it an offset? Let me go in here and look at Nest. I like the team a lot, and so we're running a speed set, which makes perfect sense. And we've got everything is at double digits. So Nest, this is as fast as they could get Nest, without a doubt. No matter what, they got a speed set, and all the other mods. That is their fastest mod. So they've actually modded that correctly for what they've got. If we go back and we look at the rest of the characters are good as well. These are some really good mods, by the way. I do like the fact that they found a good use for that plus 20, that plus 18 arrow secondary. Put that on Sith Trooper. It makes perfect sense. They're like me. They got a couple of plus 18 4 dots. Seems strange that that's sitting down there on low gray. That's probably the one mod that seems a little unusual to me. And they've got a lot of speed sitting on regular Kylo Ren. I'm not sure I'd do that. I'm sure if I was looking at First Order, I'd be wanting to get First Order officer faster. But they have all the good mods on good characters except for that one 4 dot. And they got a speed set on First Order officer. That's why they don't want to do that. I'm seeing it now. So all the speed mods seem fine. Let's go up here and let's look for crit damage. Let's make sure they got all the crit damage. The crit damage one's good in good spots. Yeah, they got them on all the heavy hitting characters. Which looks fine. Let's also go back and look at flat offense. That was one we had talked about before. Let's see if they've got all their flat offense mods put in the right places. Ooh, no, we need some help with flat offense. One of our best flat offense mods is sitting on Plo Koon. 157 flat offense sitting on Plo Koon. Probably not the best choice for that. So I would definitely look at moving that square off of Plo Koon. Potentially look at moving like the mods off of Vistan and the mods off Greedo. We probably need to rework, especially flat. Let's look at flat offense with speed secondaries. See how we're doing on flat offense with speed secondaries. Potentially need to look at moving that arrow off of young Lando. Potentially need to look at moving the circle off of Darth Sidious. Wicked, I'm fine with. Vibes, potentially need to move the circle off of. Potentially maybe need to move the triangle off of Ewok Elder. So some of these flat offense mods might need to get moved around a little bit. But other than that, I think it looks like a great roster.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. Anything else stand out to anybody on this roster of 3.6 million, for Christ's sakes? It's
awesomeness.
Yeah, it's pretty an awesome roster.
Hey,
it's just the mods.
How about now?
How about now? I think it's pretty good. There's some tweaking there with the mods, but Grande gave his piece. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said. But if you do have questions specifically about the mod information that Grande provided, Wallaby, all you have to do is you can directly message Grande, because that's what he's there for, because he messed up your name, and that's what we do. And I forgot to mention his guild. He is in Order 66, 41st Division. So, there we go.
His second and third highest crit chance are both on Plo Koon as well. So
he really likes Plo Koon.
Yeah, I'm thinking he must be using him somewhere.
I don't see Plo Koon as being a big heavy hitter.
Maybe he's doing the Jedi challenge.
I don't know.
You know, the get 10 wins in arena or something.
Sounds like he's using Plo Koon for territory wars.
Sounds like he just threw mods on Plo Koon, and they just happen to be ones with good stats.
Nobody mods Plo Koon like that on purpose.
He does actually have a crit damage triangle on Plo Koon with all the crit chance, just so you know.
That's a lot of crit chance on Plo Koon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's for those Zol teams for territory wars.
Ah, sneaky.
All right.
All right.
So, so just let us know if you need anything else.
There we go.
And I checked his mods, and his Enfys Nest is fast. It's the fastest he can make her.
Okay. Good. All right. So now we go to Weird News Monday, and let's see what the first story is. Raccoon climbs 25-story Minnesota building goes viral. This animal wants this because of Finn. What is this? What is this? Animal Monday weird news stuff, Finn? What is this crap?
A little bit, yeah.
Piece of crap. The saga of a raccoon that spent hours climbing the side of a 25-story Minnesota building culminated early Wednesday with the animal reaching the roof. The story of the raccoon, which was dubbed the NPR raccoon after first being spotted by Minnesota public radio workers, began when it was spotted spending more than a day apparently trapped in a niche over the first floor of the town square building in St. Paul. Workers attempted to rescue the raccoon by leaning a 20-foot length of lumber against the building, but the raccoon fled to the roof of the building and it's made its way to the neighboring UBS tower shortly after noon on Tuesday. The raccoon captivated social media users as it began to climb the tower, one of the tallest buildings in St. Paul. Mayor Melvin Carter said city officials work on a plan to rescue the raccoon as it ascended the skyscraper. Even wild animals know at City of St. Paul is a great place to reach for higher heights. We're working with staff and building owners to find a way to help NPR raccoon without further endangering it or staff by carrying it or making it feel threatened. The raccoon was spotted by employees of the Page Dolly law firm located on the 23rd floor, taking a nap outside an office window as afternoon turned evening. The animal appeared to start climbing down the building as nightfall arrived, but was soon spotted reversing course. The raccoon was caught on video reaching the roof of the UBS tower, where City Animal Control had placed live chats about 2:30 a.m. Wednesday. And then late Wednesday morning, NPR reported Tim Nelson confirmed the traps succeeded in capturing the raccoon.
So how do you feel about your backyard, Sanely?
Yep. It's nice to get the shout out.
This is how Minnesota does stuff, eh?
Yeah.
It made national news over here.
Did it really?
Wow.
Really, really. Yeah, I remember seeing it over the weekend. They actually showed it cowering on a window ledge, and I'm like, why don't you just shoot it? That'll be...
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's the end of my Christ in heaven.
And the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn, he offered $1,000 to whoever, rescued the raccoon. Like $1,000 reward to whatever charity they wanted to give to.
We could have made some money for the 24th. But I digress.
That's really cool.
All right. Let's see here. Raccoon rescued from storm drain at Sacramento Cemetery. How the hell did he get in there?
Those raccoons are clever little guys. Well, I don't know if clever is the right word.
A raccoon is occurring after getting stuck in a storm drain pipe at East Lawn Memorial Park in Sacramento. And the video is shared with KCRA 3 Ben Knuckles, who worked with Gold Country Wildlife Rescue, has seen Saturday using a catch pole to pluck the trapped animal from the storm drain. Vegetable was poured into the animal before to make it easier for him to be pulled out.
I think that's my favorite part.
What?
It's like there's a raccoon stuck. Let's just pour vegetable oil all over it. It makes me think of what you guys do to porgs all the time. It's just like, there's a porg stuck. Let's just douse him in vegetable oil and deep fry him.
Maple syrup on Saturdays.
The rescued raccoon was checked for injuries. Because it wasn't able to fully stand on its hind legs, it was taken to the Wildlife Care Association of Sacramento Intake Center to be evaluated. Nichols said there's a trash and partial food items in the pipe, which is most likely why the raccoon was just interested in the storm drain pipe. Nichols. Okay, so another happy ending.
You know those raccoons have opposable thumbs, right? That's why they're able to do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Raccoon. All right. Next story.
With raccoons, all you need to do is get Jack out there. And once Jack's out there, he'll fix it all.
Strong wind sends portable toilets flying through the air.
That's got to be in my hometown. That has to be in my hometown. Because I'm telling you, portable toilets come flying around every time in my hometown.
Well, Grande, hold on. Did you say raccoons have opposable thumbs?
Yeah, haven't you seen them? Like
they have thumbs. They don't have opposable thumbs.
Right.
They have little claws.
Are you sure? I kid you not. I've seen them grab like things in one hand, like how a human does, like
a chicken.
Food. No, not like a chicken, bro. Chickens don't have opposable thumbs.
I didn't say the chicken had an opposable. Oh my god! I'm saying a raccoon caught a chicken, not that a chicken has an opposable thumb.
Chickens do not have an opposable thumb.
All right. Let's see. Video taken by a man in Commerce City, Colorado, captures a pair of portable toilets being lifted up in the air by a strong wind. The clip posted onto the man's Facebook page features residents at the park enjoying a sunny day out until a sudden gust of wind begins to ravage their outdoor fun and party tent. The portable toilets are seen being carried across a sidewalk and then slammed into parked cars before one takes off into the sky. Fluids from the portable toilets also appear to leak out as it continues to upward journey before it eventually crashes back down. Parkgoers shielded the children from flying debris during the incident, with no one appearing to be seriously injured. I mean, that's what I call a shitstorm.
That's just awful.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, you know, in that movie Castaway, Tom Hanks used a portable toilet to escape from the island. No joke. It happens all the time.
And the video
Wilson stole that film for me.
This is awful.
What?
Wilson did steal the film. Wilson was the coolest one.
Doing ads and stuff. Crap. If you want to watch it, you can watch it. I'm not dicking around with all like 20 ads just to get to it. Now, if you haven't seen this one, I saw this the other day. It was even on CNN. Bear jumps with boy with joy for Nashville Zoo. I mean, there's really nothing to say. Look at this. It's just the bear and little boy jumping up and down. That's so great.
Watch his left paw very carefully. He isn't playing around. He's trying to swipe at the kid. If there was no glass, that kid would be dead.
I don't know. I think bears are known to be for the.
I think that bear is trying to paw at him. He keeps on trying to paw at him.
Probably to play, but I don't think it's.
I don't think he's trying to play.
No, I think
it's like food behind glass. Why is food moving? Must smack food.
No, I think the bear is being playful because when a bear is hungry and they want to eat, they don't do any of this nonsense. They're thinking, you know, he's not. I think it's just pretty cool.
It is. It's a cute video since there's glass.
Jump around. Jump up, get down, jump. That's too funny. Alright, and last but not least, let's see what you got here, Finn. New Zealand man arrested for stealing human toes from dead body exhibit. Well, I don't want to read the rest. I think we're done for the day.
Yeah, we can skip that one.
Holy crap. A New Zealand man stole human toes from a dead body exhibition, official says. The incident occurred last month when a 28-year-old man visited the Body World's Vital exhibition in Auckland on May 4th and allegedly swiped the toes, which were valued at $5,500 each. The man's name was not released by authorities. The man has remained in custody and will appear in court on July 2nd. He faces 7 years in prison for stealing the toes and 2 years for interfering with a dead body. According to the New Zealand Herald, the Body World's Vital exhibition came to New Zealand in April, the first time the long-running exhibition was shown in the country.
And never to be seen again.
Yeah, it's like, well, we can't take it to New Zealand because not only do they try to steal the toes, oh god, ugh.
So, would you consider him a necrophiliac or a pedophiliac?
I don't know what you would call him because he's just stealing the toes. He's not doing anything with them.
Well, we don't know.
Why is he stealing the toes? What
we don't know the reason for it. We don't know the reason.
Maybe he was pickling them and eating them.
I don't know.
There's some expensive toes to eat though. $5,500 a toe.
But they're already dead and dried. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but it's $5,500 a toe.
Maybe he just likes the taste of formaldehyde.
I don't know, but that's a really expensive toe.
Mm.
And he decided to spend his May the 4th on that.
May the 4th be with you always, and he took the toes in order to have soup.
That's just disgusting.
Grundish jelly.
I'm just going to tell you, that dude is not a big deal. Whatever it is, he's not a big deal. He is no how about nows, no big deal. That dude's just gross.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Let's get to questions.
Agreed. Let's do some questions. Saley! Right. My good man, what do you got for us?
Nathaniel Miller, question: kill order for normal/legendary non-mythic pieces and plans.
Which one are you facing? Oh, you're facing the first order there, aren't you?
Yeah. First order officer is the first one I take out.
Yeah, and get rid of that pilot as quick as possible as well, because he's just gonna keep double tapping you. So yeah, shut down the tanks and.
You need to have Poe on the team, and you need to have Resistance Trooper on the team, and you need to use Resistance Trooper special to dispel the tank, to dispel the taunts, and then make sure you use Poe to do his little ability, his little buff block.
Yeah, and I would try and stun Phasma if you can while you kill first order officer, because Phasma doing the turn meter gain for everybody.
You guys, this is for non-mythic first order facing resistance. As in getting BB-8.
Get rid of Scab Ray.
I thought the. Oh, you're right. Yeah, this pieces and plans is to get BB-8. Yes.
Kill Scab Ray. She is gonna just one hit your tunes out the park. So get rid of her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I did it on my alt, my 1.3 million GP alt. I've got a level 82 7-star crew. I gave him his lead Zeta, and then I've got FO. I'm trying to think. Actually, I'm not going to try and think. I'm going to look it up because they're not that great, and I was stunned to get a 7-star BBM. So my alt's first order is level 82 Zeta'd Kylo Ren. These are all 7-star. Level 80 Kylo Ren, level 78 First Order Stormtrooper, and then I did it with a level 70 FOTP and a level 68 Phasma. Gear levels, Kylo Ren is, I can't even remember what that low is, 9. Kylo Ren masked is gear level 8. So is Fost. First Order TIE Pilot is 8. And Captain Phasma was 7. But it's just, crew makes such a difference. You just shut down their BB-8. You stun him, and then you kill Scab Ray, and then you just pick them off. Does that help?
No.
Oh.
That's perfect. You pick them off like toes from an exhibit.
From a dead body exhibit.
Yeah, you just keep stunning BB-8. Just every time it comes around. I mean, you'll be surprised how quickly Kylo Ren or Crew's unmasked Kylo's stun comes around, and you just keep stunning BB-8.
And go after damage dealers. Yep. Scavenger Ray is a pain, and don't underestimate the damage of the veterans, because they stun and do all kinds of nastiness, especially Chewie. Veteran Chewie is a pain if you don't control him.
Yeah, because he gets all the buffs when Han dies, so kill Chewie before Han. And hopefully Chewie will just stun your First Order Stormtrooper. I hope you've got all those tunes. But they're the only. Well, they're the it's a completely free to play account, so that's just through farming. I targeted First Order Stormtrooper from day one, and just farmed those 2 nodes on the second tier, light side, dark side. And it's a good way to do your light side, dark side challenges on a daily basis as well.
All right, next question.
Ski Trooper question: how do you view the value of BB-8's other Zeta with a maxed out JTR team? I feel like it is more valuable now with the Sith raid. Would you put it on par? What would you put it on par with? The other Zeta?
So I actually.
You talking about the one where he taunts?
No. That's an Omega. The Zeta is the self-preservation protocol. That's the one where they get the healing. The taunt is an Omega on his special. But self-preservation protocol is actually really nice. I like it because you do. So the droids will gain healing and protection every time BB-8 evades. So it's pretty useful. I like it. It's good for the raid. It's better in arena than anything else. I don't think it's 100% necessary though. So when you're comparing it to the Zetas, roll with the punches is 100% necessary. Without that, you're not going to get the damage output, nor is your Jedi training raid team really going to work. The 2 Zetas you need for the Jedi training raid team are Jedi training raid's lead and roll with the punches. So I wouldn't value that Zeta to the same level as roll with the punches, but for the raid, it's really helpful. It's a little bit better for arena. I think if you're trying to kind of compare it to other Zetas, let's look at Palpatine, for example, where you have Palpatine lead and then Palpatine unique. BB-8's self-preservation protocol has a greater value than like Emperor Palpatine's unique does for that team. So it's a very high value Zeta. It's one that you may not need in order to get the damage in phase 1. It's one that will really help you in phase 1. So it is a good one. It's more useful in arena, in my opinion, than it is for the raid. But it's a high quality, but not to the same level as roll with the punches. Because I think he was asking for a comparison, right? Compared to his other Zeta.
I'm going to tell you right now on Zetas, I'm getting ready to save 2 again. I'm about to the point where I'm going to save 2, and where I'm going to have about 60 Omegas saved up. And the reason why is I just have a stinking suspicion that we're gonna need those for some reason.
Or Dryden Voss.
I think there's another legend. I think there's another legendary or another hero's journey. Something's coming.
Legendary. Dryden Voss. You're gonna need 5 light side scoundrels from the Solo movie.
Yep, at 7-star.
Well, yeah. So you can get him at 5-star. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be 5-star.
You're gonna have to. Yep, and you're gonna have to put Omegas on them suckers to make it work.
Yep. So get your light side scoundrels ready.
And maybe a couple. And you're probably gonna need them about gear 8 or gear 9 in order to make it work. 7-star with all the purples on them, and a few key Omegas, and maybe a Zeta or 2 in order to make it work.
This is speculation, by the way, just so you guys know. But that's what I'm planning for. I'm totally
Finity and I totally agree that they gave us 5 characters within like 3 weeks. Oh, last time that happened was Phoenix, man.
Well, if they didn't learn and they put out a legendary character on a pay wall on these characters, okay, let's see what happens with that, CG.
I'm actually, at this point, I don't mind it. The first time it happened, it was annoying, but now I'm expecting it.
No, I would be pretty annoyed.
I will still be annoyed, don't get me wrong, but now I'm expecting it.
I'm expecting it. I mean, this is why we tell some of our viewers were not here when Thrawn first came out in Phoenix. And so they don't understand how...
Oh, so they'll have the experience themselves. Oh, good call.
Real quick, to reference the Thrawn event, me personally, I only unlocked him at 5 stars and had to wait for the second time around, and I didn't spend any money on the packs or anything. It's a timing thing. You know?
I don't like being pigeonholed into having to have characters to get characters that I don't want to do. You know?
Yeah, because you utilize Thrawn right away at 5 stars, but you can't utilize him in other aspects or areas of the game like raids or get the full advantage out of his kit and his statistics, basically.
Well, Thrawn is definitely an arena character and a raid character. He made great work in the raids. If we end up with some kind of Dryden Voss character, which is what I think we would end up with, we're gonna get him. It makes perfect sense for us to. We haven't gotten one single dark side character from the Solo movie. It would make perfect sense that we have to that we get him as him being the main antagonist of the movie, and that it would be some kind of a heroic journey, or a legendary journey for that to happen. And he's probably going to have some wicked cool abilities. I mean, he's going to have some little teeny tiny lightsaber daggery, karambit looking thingies. His moves are probably going to be pretty freaking cool. So, and potentially he's going to be a 5th generation character, which we've talked about before. 5th gen means he's going to have some kind of locked buff or locked debuff.
By the way, just to clarify really quick, because I see people saying it in chat, I think it's going to be 5 lights out scoundrels from the Han Solo movie.
Correct.
Not just 5 lights out scoundrels.
All the preparation characters.
Yep.
It's going to be Kira. It's going to be Childish Landino. It's going to be Preparation H, or as it says in game, Young Han Solo. It's going to be Chewie Abdul-Jabbar, also known as Vandor Chewie. It's going to be Kira Lead.
Q-Tip.
And Q-Tip. And it's going to be L3.
Ray Pookie.
So
if possible, Ginger Ninja would be needed, but I don't think so. I think they were going to
Ginger Ninja, which is also known as Impy's Nest. However,
well, you could do all 6 because the Thrawn event didn't matter what 6 of the Phoenix Squad you had. You just needed 5 of them, 7
Well,
stars.
except that it made you use a certain 5. It made you not use Sabine and use the other 5.
Right, because Sabine was stuck on the hard node, and she's the hardest one to obtain.
No. There was preset stuff during that.
It was preset stuff. There was preset stuff, and you had to use Chopper, which in my mind is going to mean that they're going to say it's Solo movie light side, and then all of a sudden they're going to forget about MPs, and they're going to tell you to use the other 5. By the way, Childish Landino is really easy to gear. Childish Landino is super easy to gear, by the way.
Well, where's the range in the Mudge Trooper at is the real question.
Man, we may not get them, by the way. Because if we got them, all that does is strengthen Empire, and I'm not sure they want to do that. What about where's his name? Where is
Beckett?
Where's Woody Harrelson? And where's Woody Harrelson's main squeeze? That
Val.
That nice speaking British lady, British black lady. What's her name?
Val.
Okay, what's the actress's name? I don't know. She was great. She's great in Westwood, too, by the way. That lady.
Thandie Newton.
What?
Thandie Newton.
Is that her name?
I
can confirm.
The one that gets mistaken for Zoe Saldana.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. The one that gets yes. The British black lady that's super good actress.
Thandie Newton. Yeah.
She's really good, by the way. I mean, I'm kind of bummed her character died off because she's.
All right, next question, because Grande is starting to do spoilers. Next question.
Wait. It's been like 5 weeks.
Spoiler. Next question.
I haven't seen it yet.
You're lying.
We can totally
no, I'm not. I haven't seen it yet.
Well, that's tough for you, Mike.
Told you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nathaniel Miller, for the charity stream, is there a list of the prizes / auctions, etc. being offered?
There will be. So that is what I am currently working on with all of our people right now. So that's going to be one of the announcements that will be coming either tomorrow or day after as we're getting things finalized.
Soon, trademark.
Christ.
Just say TM. Why do you say trademark? What the hell?
I love What Else 73's spoiler alert.
How can we have spoiler alerts when the movie's been out for like 4 weeks? Hey, by the way, Impy's Nest is a girl. Just in case you didn't know that, Mike. Spoiler alert.
I know that L3 is. We watched all of them being interviewed.
They spoiled that in game. They spoiled that in game by putting she in her description. So they spoiled that like what, a week in?
Next question.
Yorveld. Question: I run EP, lead, and arena, Zeta on the lead, and Scion. I want the Zeta crew lead. Should I do Nihilus first?
Depends on where you are with Treya.
Yeah.
Because once you get Treya, you're going to want to run the Triumvirate, so you're going to want to have the Zeta on Nihilus done, so you can kind of put them all together, because they do work really well together. If you aren't really moving towards Treya right now, like if your guild isn't doing Heroic Sith or something like that, Nihilus is still a really good Zeta to have. He makes it so Thrawn can't turn meter swap with Rex in order to get tenacity up against a lot of the teams that you're going to be facing. So it really helps with your arena squad. So the dependencies on the answer are going to be, one, whether or not you're getting closer to Treya, and then two, how are you doing in arena? Will the Zeta on Nihilus make it so that you can get a little bit higher or prevent you from dropping a little bit more? So where you are in arena also makes a difference. But crew is also a good Zeta, so you're not going to go wrong with doing it. Just in terms of like priority and trying to figure out the little things, just depends where you are in game. So it's hard to give a straight answer without knowing where you are in arena.
What else 73? Question: what is the order of importance on the Omegas for JTR? Just unlocked her. Need to be sure what goes first. Thanks.
On the Omegas?
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wants an order if he doesn't have all of them. So, though, I'm assuming that you're doing this for the raid. So I'm going to focus on the raid as your main priorities. And the Omegas are on her first 3 abilities, which are the basic and her 2 specials. The first one, I would say, is her Defiant Slash, because you'll start to give your other resistance allies Foresight. So you'll want to start getting Foresight up on your other characters so they don't get hit by Nihilus as much. So I would start off with Defiant Slash. The next one, I would say, would be her basic. Her basic does 25% more damage if the target has no buffs, and then that one is the one in particular because you want to keep Nihilus dispelled, whether it's with Resistance Trooper or Rey, and that'll increase your damage from Rey. So I would go with that one next, and then Mind Tricks last because you're not going to be really able to daze Nihilus. And the speed down, while it's nice, every time you're going to be hitting him, he's going to gain so much speed that the speed down is only going to be on the base speed and not really contributing a whole lot. That's more of an arena Omega. So I would say Defiant Slash first, Connected Strikes the basic second, and then Mind Tricks third.
All right, next question.
Kamil Buhalski. Question: what team should I gear up next after I max out arena team? Who's next in priority? Raid teams, TB teams, or maybe something else?
Depends on your guild.
Yeah, well, I mean, geez.
So anything you do for raids will help you with TB. Just there's teams that you'll need that in all of the TBs, whether it's dark side or light side, they will all help you with territory battles, because the one nice thing about the Sith raid in particular is that the characters you need are all very highly used elsewhere. There isn't a lot of characters that you really need to farm specific to this raid. So whether it's like phase 1 with the Jedi training raid team, right? That's going to help you destroy things in light side territory battles. In phase 2, whether you go with the Akbar Leia team, where then you need like Kenobi and Hermit Yoda or something like that, or whether you go with the Kenobi Wampa team with Hermit Yoda. All of those characters are going to be needed. Thrawn, Kenobi, Wampa, Sabine you can use with the Phoenix team, which is needed in light side in the Phoenix battles on light side 2. So you have that as a potential option there. Phase 3 with Chex Mix, Death Trooper, Han, Chirrut, Commander Luke, all good. Anakin and Pow are a couple of the characters that you may want to farm for the raid just to help out with that raid, and they may not be super useful elsewhere, but you have that. Then Night Sisters, obviously, great team to have in Dark Side Territory battles. So if you focus on the raid, you will automatically help with your TB teams. So I wouldn't put TB in the same one. Your other option is Territory Wars, and that depends on what your guild is really focusing on. Is your guild focusing on beating the Heroic Sith raid right now, in which case focus on your raid team? Is your guild kind of just at a point where they know that Heroic Sith is a little while away, you want to focus on getting better in Territory Wars, then you'll want to focus more on your, like, kind of your secondary arena teams, your Territory War teams. So just kind of depends on where your guild is.
Thane Kyrell, question for Big Deal. When do you want me to do your roster review?
Oh.
He's trolling the shit out of me. I mean, the crap out of me. He freaking. I was asking him some questions the other day because he and I are trying to work on some stuff, and now he's trolling me over it. So it's all right. You do. I want you to do it right now. I want you to stop everything you're doing, Thane Kyrell, and I want you to do. I want you to do my. I want you to do the teams we talked about right now. Don't do anything else.
Let's do 2 more questions.
Okay. Thane Kyrell, question for Grande. Why did you need a jacket to catch a chicken? You should have just told it that you were a big deal, and it would have just caught itself for you.
That's not wrong.
Yeah, you know. I also told him. I also told the chicken to get a rooster and to walk 2 by 2 onto the ark too, but that didn't work for whatever reason either.
All right, let's do 2 more questions still.
Those were both silly questions.
Okay, Hudson, question: should I make Nihilus as fast or quicker than Vader?
You don't need to.
You can, but you need. So the only time you make Nihilus as fast or like quicker than Vader is if you're running a Zeta Scion. Actually, it doesn't have to be a Zeta Scion. If you're running a Scion, and then you can make your Vader slower, and then the opposing Vader will do his AOE. He'll trigger the turn meter gain on Nihilus from hitting Scion, and then your Nihilus can go earlier. So you can go with a faster Nihilus than Vader, but you need a Scion. I don't know. I'm assuming you have a Scion. If you don't, then it's not worth it.
Not wrong.
1 more. Do we have any more Stanley?
Did we lose Stanley?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I thought you guys could hear me.
The soulless one does not know how to use a mic, apparently.
Well, it's a new mic. I'm sorry. Thane Kyrell, question for Grande. What makes you think you can save Zetas? I know 5 Zetas off the top of my head that you need.
Oh, snap.
I'm just saying. I'm going to save 2, and then I'll go from there. You can use 5 Zetas I need.
Oh, snap.
Gotta love it.
Do we have any more?
Just 1 more.
Okay.
Thane Kyrell, question for Finn. Have you watched the video of how to cook a porg on the RSG Discord?
Yes, unfortunately, and I hate you all.
I don't think you
That's
did.
it?
Oh my god. Alright, so let's wrap it up then. Thank you guys for stopping by. This is the RSG Lunch Stream. We do this every Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. Our other shows, we've got the Wednesday show, which we will run from 8 p.m. to whenever we get done. That's the big show, or Galaxy Heroes, where we break down the latest and greatest Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and tell you what it all means. Also, Saturday, we will not be having a Jedi Academy, just letting you know. Because this Sunday coming up, we've got the huge, really big deal, really big important deal, mega 12-hour stream where we are going to be raising money for the American Foundation for the prevention of suicide or suicide prevention. So that's going to be a big deal. We're going to have a lot of guests, a lot of prizes to give away, a lot of great stuff that we're going to be doing. So hold on to your potatoes for that. Be aware the event's already up. You can already start going and getting ready for it. We're going to have a lot of stuff. We're going to do some D&D that day. We're going to do some Battlefront that day. We're going to do some Angel stuff. We'll do our version of the Jedi Academy hopefully on that day. We're going to do a lot of really cool stuff and games and things of that nature. So it's going to be really, 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 really cool. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. Hit the bell, not just for our channel, but Mike and Xylos and everybody in the community that has a YouTube. It really helps them grow. It really helps the channel stay afloat. So if you want to help us continue to put out this great content, the best way is to subscribe and leave comments and give us a thumbs up and all that other good stuff. So I think that covers all the bases. Thanks everybody for stopping by. If you have any more questions that we didn't get to, or you just have to have answers, just come to our Discord. We've got a great community of over 1,000 people in there. And that's what they're there for, to help you with your questions. So on behalf of myself and Dr. Finn and the rest of the RSG crew, thank you for stopping by. Everyone have a great rest of your day. And we should do a Battlefront stream today, probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock. We'll get it rocking and rolling for a couple of hours. So with that being said, everybody have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.